Hello friends, let's start with the subject discrete mathematics. The unit 1 is about the mathematical logic and the CET theory. Before starting off the syllabus, let's have a look on the what is discrete mathematics. What is the discrete mathematics meaning? So discrete mathematics is nothing but a study of discrete object. What is the mean by discrete? Discrete is nothing but the distinct or not connected, which are separable, which are very distinct from each other. This is the meaning of the dictionary meaning of discrete, and hence discrete mathematics is nothing but the study of mathematical problems where it is they are distinct. So we can say that it is a collection of set of branches that have one common property, that they are discrete and not continuous. So we need to study the all objects which are discrete and not connected. Now we can say that the whole world of mathematics is divided into two realms, that is discrete and continuous. So let's have a discussion on what is the difference between discrete and continuous. We can say that about the discrete, natural numbers are nothing but the discrete. Now for example, 1 2 3 4 5, all nothing but the natural numbers, and these are called as a discrete numbers. The question is why they are called as a discrete number. Let's have a look why they are called as a discrete numbers. So if the graph is given to us where the x-axis is representing the natural numbers and the y-axis is also representing a natural number, we have asked to draw a graph where x is equal to y, where x and y are belongs to what the natural numbers. So if I will draw a graph where x is equal to y, then I will get the point like 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 3, 4 is equal to 5, 4, and 5 is equal to 5. So I get the graph like this, where we can see that they are discrete. They are not connected to each other. There is a sharp transition from 1 to 2, sharp transition from 2 to 3, sharp transition from 3 to 4, sharp transition from 4 to 5, and that's why they are called as a discrete numbers. So this is what the discrete. Now let's move towards the continuous. The continuous numbers, the real numbers are nothing but the continuous. The real numbers may be 0.001, 0.001, 0.5 times 1, and also they are nothing but the continuous. Now let's have a look why they are called as a continuous numbers. So as we have done a graph for the discrete numbers, let's have a graph for the continuous number. So let's say this is a we have given with a graph where there are have the numbers on the x and y axis, and again we have said that draw a graph where x is equal to y and x and y are belongs to what now here, real numbers. So the real numbers may be anything, so this can be a real number. So likewise I will keep drawing x and y is equal to y, x is equal to y, and somewhere I can see that these numbers are nothing but the continuous in nature. Though I am pointing out a single point, still I can see that there is again many minor numbers between these 2 points, and I can say that this graph is nothing but what the continuous graph, and that's why we can say that the real numbers are nothing but the continuous in nature. We can see that there is a no sharp transition from any point to another point, and that's why they are called as the continuous points. So this is all about the natural numbers and the real numbers. From these examples, I guess you are now aware about what is a discrete and what is continuous. Now let's have another example for the discrete and continuous. So the digital clock. Digital clock can be the best example to explain about you the discrete. So digital clock. Let's say this is the time shown at a particular time, that is 9 hours 20 minutes and 31 seconds. And after 1 second, the digital clock will show 9 hours 20 minutes and 32 seconds. We can see that there is a sharp transition from 31 to 31 to 32. There is no any connection, or there is no any uh, continuity in 31 to 32. There is a sharp transition. That's why digital clock is the best suitable example for the discrete. Now what about the analog clock? In analog clock, though it is a transition from 31 to 32 second, but still we cannot see between 31 to 32 because there is no sharp transition, and that's why analog clock can be the example of continuous. Now this is what about the difference between discrete and continuous, and you must now get aware about the what is a discrete mean in the discrete mathematical subject. The question arises now, why discrete mathematical subject is there in the computer science? Because the reason is discrete mathematics is important to survive in the subjects in the computer science, such as compiler design, database, computer security, operating system, automata theory, etc. Though we are dealing with the engineering faculty, we need to deal with all these subjects, and that's why it is what the basic subject for all the subjects which have now enlisted, and that's why it is very needed to study this subject. And it is all about the introduction of discrete mathematical subjects. Yeah, thank you.